Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I'm your host, Mrs. M. And if you haven't, make sure you click the link to subscribe. And we are so excited to have Sylvia and Jesse here that are students of Crack the Gov Code. They actually graduated from our course a year ago. And I am so excited and just elated to welcome them. They have won several contracts. I want them to share the story of the who, the how, the what, the good, what took a little bit longer for getting paid, all of that, because we love transparency. So, welcome, Jesse. Welcome, Sylvia. Thank
Hi,
you for
Mrs.
being here doing an
M.
interview.
Hello, Mrs. M. Thank you for having me.
Hi. Well, great. So, first, start with the background of how you found me for Crack the Gov Code.
Okay. So I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and one of your videos had come up and then I was thinking, wow, we had well, let me go back for a moment. We were just getting started with our business. We had just got registered on sam.gov and we were trying to understand how everything worked. And so I was doing like a lot of Googling, a lot of YouTube searching, and then your video came up and it just resonated with me. It made sense. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is exactly what we need. We need a coach. We need
Oh,
someone who's going to help put us on the right path because we were so lost.
okay.
So that's how it came about, just watching
The
the
YouTube videos.
beautiful content that
Well,
you put out.
well, great. So did you have your cage code already?
We did. We had our cage
Okay.
code. We were set up to go, but we just,
Didn't
there's
know
no
the next direction.
instruction. There's no
Yeah.
instruction with getting started. So we didn't know what to do. We had
Okay.
everything in place, but we just didn't know what to do with it.
Well, that's funny because so many people think when they have the cage code, that's it. They're like, I got a cage code, they're waiting on a bid. That, as you guys know, is a small part of
Yeah,
what you have to do to get started.
absolutely.
So I'm so excited. And what's the name of your company?
It's called Silverbird Solutions.
Okay, so Silverbird Solutions. So now you found me on YouTube. I know you guys came to the Crack the Gov Code. You graduated, and actually, all of every year when I do Crack the Gov Code, I do several things. One,
Hmm.
I choose a VIP winner. So
Yes.
you guys were the VIP winners,
Yeah.
and you won the contest to come. Tell me a little bit about how that was. I know you did an interview before, so just real quickly, when we pulled your name, you
Yeah.
guys came to DC, and you came to spend some time with me, and I got to know you guys for the first time.
Yes. It was
Good.
wonderful. It was definitely a VIP experience with a red carpet. So,
Okay.
you
Well,
know,
that is so good. I know we enjoy doing that. That's a part of what I do in my course. I choose one company, randomly pull everyone's name. That's one of our bonuses that we have.
mhm.
And we pull your name and you come. And so now that was exactly a year. Tell me, since you've graduated, because I really focus on trying to win contracts, what has happened?
Hmm.
Okay. Jesse, do you want to go from there?
Okay, well, at the time we did that, I was still working at my day job,
Okay.
and Sylvia was pretty much running everything. I was still working. I left my job, um, did an early retirement back in November.
Okay.
So when that happened, that's when things started happening for us.
Okay.
Um, when we first got into government contracting, I've been working with computers and IT for over 30 years, from the military on up to now. And I
Okay.
just thought, hey, I went to sam.gov. I see a bunch of Dell computers, but hey, I order Dell computers at work. Just go to Dell.com and order some, right?
Right.
Boy, was I wrong. So first thing we did was we had to get our Dell certification. Found a distributor, and slowly we started doing bids. One thing I first noticed in November when I left my job, I noticed there were no computers uh, to be found. I didn't realize that the buying season had ended, and there was a little bit of a scarcity going on. But
Okay.
around, say, what, March, April, things started
Mhm.
picking up. We started bidding. We started doing proposals, a lot of RFQs. We were doing mostly products. We did try to do a couple of services with printer leasing, things like that. What was that bid we did, Sylvia? What, $1.8 million?
We did a bid, Mrs. Lim. We saw, well, Jesse is a veteran, and also in between that time when we were trying to figure out how to bid, we also put together we were able to get the certification. So we
Okay.
are a certified SD, VOSB business. We did that on our own as well, and we put that into place. And so we went for a contract because it was a local contract, but it was for cleaning services for a cemetery in Illinois. And we're
Okay.
thinking, let's go. Oh, you know what? That's a whole nother conversation. So
The
yeah,
printer leasing. Yeah.
so we went for that, but we'll talk about that other one later. But
Okay.
yeah, so we did go for the printing company too, but the company that we used, we didn't understand exactly how to bid as a veteran, so we way overbid it. I mean, the person who won the bid, I think he won for about 400,000, and our bid was like 1.7 million.
Wow. But it was a
So
$400,000 bid.
it was.
And
So
now,
Right.
wait a minute. Where did you find the bid? On Sam?
yes, we found it on Sam, and through Jesse's company, he had a connection with this IT company they serviced printers.
Okay.
And so we sort of had a connection already with them, but we
Okay.
just didn't understand how to do the pricing part. And I wish we would have reached out to you back then because we really messed that up.
You messed
But
up by overbidding because you didn't understand how to
Right.
find the actual figures
right.
where you feel
Right.
comfortable. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. And so then, so fast forward to the bid that you actually found. You found it on Sam. I know you guys did reach out to me. We
Yes.
talked
Yes.
about the pricing. You went over everything, and then you won that one.
Yes. Now on that one, it's kind of interesting. We initially they were looking for Dell computers,
Okay.
and we weren't able to get our Dell uh, computer quotes fast enough. So I ended up doing an HP quote.
Okay.
And this is our first one. I went kind of low on it, not a big markup. I just, wanted to get that first win. And they called us on the phone like 2 days later, or the
Mhm.
next day. It was one of those last minute. They gave you like 3 days for the bid. It came out on a Monday. They wanted to quote that Wednesday, one of those types.
Wow.
Did it at the last minute, didn't think we would win it, and oh my God, we won it. So we ran into a few problems with HP authorizations and things like that, but everything got taken care of, and they extended the contract, and we're good to go.
Oh, wow.
But
So that was so you found the contract on Sam. They were
Mhm.
yes,
initially looking for Dell. You provided them HP, got
correct,
it, didn't know you were going to win. Everything happened so quickly. You put the
very quickly.
price in. So was it an RFQ?
Yeah.
Uh, yes,
Or
it was
what?
RFQ.
Okay. So it's
Mhm.
RFQ and the contracting officer called you or the government buyer, and then you guys ended up winning that one. How'd you find out that you won? Was it a award letter or what?
Well, we were kind of like in contact with him a lot.
Okay.
Kind of we were going back and forth.
Kind
I
of
think
building the
every meeting.
relationship.
Yes.
Yes,
So what ended up happening was that he called us up and he was kind of leaving us a little bit of breadcrumbs. He said, we're in the final stages. He said, we wouldn't be contacting you unless you were being considered because you're in the range of the last, I think he said, what, 5 people? He said, but just letting you know, we're going to make our decision. But there's a couple other companies we're looking for. And we were like, okay, why is he calling us to tell us this? And so, but anyway, so the next day he sent us the award letter. So,
You
you
guys are
know,
so excited.
yeah, he
yeah,
was messing
so
with us.
he was messing with us. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So he's been, well, that is so wonderful. Was that the Department of Defense? Was it the what was it? What was the agency or department?
This
Department
was,
of Defense.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Department of Defense. Okay.
Yeah,
I've always said those are really, really great. Once again, for all these people that are all getting worked up about government changing, they're always going to need some of the things you're talking about. So you see that if you get a good relationship, like I always talk about my OBART system, offer, buyer, avenue, relationship teaming. Once again, I did an interview earlier with someone won a $3.2 million contract, and they were still talking about how the relationship played out. Okay, so now I know when we first started talking, you've won more contracts. Tell me about since that last one. What other have you won? Did you say dibs?
Yeah.
Yes, last Monday we got a notification. The same day we got our they posted the win for that Navy one for the laptops.
Okay.
We got three notifications that we won three dibs in one day.
Yep.
What?
Yep, yep, for HP batteries and Dell batteries. We
Wow.
found out, yeah, we found out that traceability for batteries is a little tricky. You need safety data sheets.
Okay.
And
Yes.
evidently, we were the only ones that could come up with that document because we won them all.
Hmm.
So,
Wow. So
Yeah.
you
and
guys won three dibs and you just went on the dibs like we kind of learned in the crack the gov code,
Hmm.
went on the
right,
dibs, and you then won a contract for Defense Logistics Agency. So is that going
yes.
to be like your avenue now? You think you're gonna kind of do more products, kind of stick with dibs, or what are you thinking?
Well, right now, we're kind of doing products in divs and SAMs.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because right after that, on the same day, we got another letter.
Yeah.
Actually, we got a phone call
Yeah.
for someone in the Department of Health saying, "Hey, where are our computers?"
Yeah.
And Sylvia can tell that story.
So Sylvia, what's going on with
It,
that?
it
Yes,
was it was the craziest thing. I got a random phone call from someone asking about where their computers were. And so I was like, I'm sorry, what, your computers? And he said, yeah, we placed the order for you back in I think he said September. He said, and we're looking for our computers. He said, because, the 60 days is coming up and we haven't heard anything from you. And I was so confused.
Right,
I said, are you sure you're talking about, Sylvia, Bush? And he was like,
right.
yes. He said, I'm looking right now. Your name is on this contract. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what contract are you talking about? And then he pulled it up and he said, you know what? You didn't sign it. And he realized something went wrong. He said, I think we forgot to send it to you. So apparently we won an award back in September, but because I guess they were closing up the year because of the end of the fiscal year,
Right.
somehow we didn't get the award. So we're working with them now because we just found out we won a contract that we didn't know that we won.
yeah,
I have heard stories about that, but I just didn't think.
yes,
So let me understand something. Once you won your first one and
Yes.
got confidence, the floodgates just start opening.
literally, yes,
Yeah. Mhm.
So you realize that you have to get in the game. You realize that you have to bid, but you
Hmm.
do have to meet the requirements. It is work, but is it worth it? Would you guys say it's worth it?
definitely,
Definitely is worth
definitely,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
And you have to keep focused, don't give up.
Hmm.
You don't see any progress out of the way, or you get that close to one and lose it, but you just got to keep going.
The other
But
thing I
Mrs. M,
noticed
we're
that,
not done.
Yeah.
but you
There's
got more?
another one.
Oh my
Yes,
God, go ahead and tell me.
the very next day,
Yeah.
we got, but that's the one we wanted to talk to you about. Sylvia can explain that one to you more.
Well, that was the one that I sent you, Mrs. M. We responded to a source assault
Oh my
back
God.
in October, maybe. And they sent us the email on Tuesday saying that your company has been selected.
Oh
And
my God.
so that was,
Oh,
yeah,
well, I have got to review that. I know that I
yeah,
saw that we had
I'm
talked. You
about to
guys have
quit my day job.
so many good win stories. I'm like
yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah.
Wow, because I know that you guys just had that one and you had another. So you guys have won about what, five? I know Jesse had mentioned you guys had won. I thought maybe you won three or maybe two or three. I had no
Hmm.
idea you guys are turning the corner with contracts five, six, seven, and you have some. And so if you had to say what it is, you found a very specialized area. I think
Yes.
that's it as well.
Hmm.
Yes,
Computers, you really start focusing on that. And once you figured that out, you
Hmm.
realize that's like I talk about my special offer.
Yes.
And
yes,
that is what Bree did. Bree won like
Hmm.
a $9 million contract. She specialized in doing debris. She got better at it. You guys seem to really find your home with doing products with computer on Sam and on Dibs. And
Right.
you've just gotten started. Well, I am definitely going to look forward to helping you guys with
Yeah.
the sources sought or the
Yeah.
sole source. I'm definitely going to review that. I'm so, so happy and just so proud to say these are Crack the Gov Code alum.
Yes.
They graduated like less than right at a year, and this is the success that they've been able to have. I'm
Yes,
so
a year
fortunate
to
that
the
you
day.
guys joined me. I know that we went over certs. One of the certs we talk about in Crack the Gov Code is veteran,
Mm-hmm.
8A, Hub Zone, and woman owned small business. And we try to give you all the tools where you can go do it on your own. And those certs are very, very, um, they're very good at helping you even fine tune more of what you're looking at doing. So I am just so proud and so just excited to look forward to the next chapter. And anyone that is looking at this interview that think you can't do it, Sylvia came to us with 0 contracts.
Yeah.
Now they've graduated and they are going on to 7 and 8, and that's just the tip of it. So anyone that's on the fence about Crack the Gov Code, what would you tell them, Sylvia and Jesse, as we wrap up this interview?
It's so worth it. Mrs. M has been just the best in everything that she has talked about. As a matter of fact, one of the things that helped us win that sole source one was that they asked us about a capability statement. I didn't know what a capability statement was, but that was one of the things that she really, really talked about in her course. And because they needed that instantly, I was able to supply the capability statement. And then they also wanted, Jesse's past experiences, working in IT. So that definitely helped us. But just those little things, like I would have been like, what is a capability statement? But I had that put together from class. I just
Right.
need to tweak it, update it, and I understand the language now. So I'm
The
like, okay.
language. That is so true because I
So
know when a lot of people don't understand the language, those capability statements are important. We review them for you. We like start in the module 1
yeah.
and we go through reviewing it all the way through. Well, Jesse, Sylvia, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys, whether you come with me or not, you stick in there with government contracts. For
Yes.
those of you that may be interested in joining me, we have open enrollment. Our cart actually closes on November the 29th at 11:59. So anyone that's kind of like, I don't know if I want to do government, it is definitely a great way to
Yeah.
become wealthy if you put the work in
Mm-hmm.
and really,
Yes.
really want this, it can happen. So if anyone wants more, if you have any questions, reach out to me for a discovery call, 407 986 8228, 407 986 8228, or click the link and it'll take you right to learn more about our Crack the Gov code. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. And I'll reach out to you guys, Jesse and Sylvia, in just a minute. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.